All right, let's go in. The Last of Us premiered a couple weeks ago to most.
It appeared last week.
No. The Last of Us, the premiere episode, which I watched twice.
Yeah, which is
premiered,
last week. Yeah.
right. Premiered, and surprisingly, a lot of people enjoyed it, myself included. It was, I'm not going to say it was across the board praise, but there is something that I've noticed in common with people who don't like the show. The people who don't like the show not just played, but were obsessed with the video game. That was not me. I hadn't played the game, but after the first episode, I went and played the video game, and I'm about 2-3 hours in. So I'm literally at the beginning of the journey. Okay. Like I've just gotten, Ellie and I are now off on our adventure. That's kind of where I'm at in the video game, which is kind of where we're at in episode 2 of the show. I can see why people love this video game. It's realistic. It's more adventure game than shooter. The shooter aspects of it, I think, are very well done. It does that thing that a good adventure game will do, where there's a learning curve. It kind of eases you into, like, you've got to learn how to, like, pull yourself up, how to pick up a ladder, and, like, I get it. You're teaching me, and these are simple tasks. Later on, it'll be tasks mixed with zombies. But the zombies in The Last of Us are different. They're basically fungi infused former humans that are now a shell of what they once were, being controlled by this fungus that infects their bodies. And so now that I've played the game, I get why people love it. I though am more open-minded to see where the show goes, and episode 2 was awesome. It starts out where you meet a doctor. Where is it? Is it in, like, the Philippines?
Indonesia. It's
Indonesia.
in Jakarta.
Yeah. Indonesia. You meet this doctor. She goes and examines this body and basically just says, bomb everything. Her conclusion is, just bomb the cities right now, because this is going to spread so quick. It's just going to wipe out humanity. Cut to Joel's story in the present day. So we get the backstory, because that happens right around when the outbreak happens, around 2003. Cut to the present day with Joel. She now is with Ellie, and I forget the woman's name.
Yeah.
Is it Earl? Is the woman's name Earl? That was the mistake I made the first week. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Tess? Is it Tess?
I think so. I'll look it up. But
all right, just to get it correct. Otherwise, the chat is going to mock me. And what I love about this is I am a huge fan of the zombie genre. Okay, I love it. And what I like is each zombie film and or movie will kind of add its own wrinkle, just something different that we haven't seen before. And in this, the rules are this is why I feel like I'm lost in a good way. And by that I mean I don't know exactly what all the rules are. I'm not even sure if the characters in the show understand the rules, because Ellie was bitten by one of these zombies, but she has not turned. Her wound is healed, and she has not turned. So for some reason, her blood, she is unaffected by these new fungi infused zombies. I'm sure fungi infused is a weird way of putting it, but that's what I'm going with. And what I like is I don't know exactly what the rules are. I mean, the rules of most zombie movies are you get bit, eventually you're going to turn into a zombie. The only way to get rid of a zombie is to get him in the head. Get him in the head by any means necessary. And some of those rules apply here, but the rules are different. I love I lost Alan. He'll be back. I'm sure he clicked on something accidentally. But I love the fact that the rules in this world are different. In addition, these zombies take on different forms. And what we saw in this episode were these two, it's in the thumbnail, but you'll see these zombies whose heads have been completely taken over in some sort of bizarre mushroom form. It's really distressing. So what I didn't understand, which is also one of the things I love about zombie movies and television shows, is why are you doing that? Why are you going that way? This is a better way to handle that situation. I'm not going to get into too many spoilers here, but I really love this second episode. It set up events that are going to happen in the future. There was a sense of loss in the show. I love heroic acts of self-sacrifice. These are the characters that I tend to really identify with. So um, really enjoyed the second episode. Loved it. And I'm curious to see where it's going. And I will continue to play the video game. What I've been doing now is I've been watching a movie, then it's sort of late, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Then I'll sort of get in a couple hours of playing Last of Us. So that's where I'm at. I love it. I got to find out what's happened with Alan. Alan, what did you think of The Last of Us episode 2?
Yeah, I mean, I will say the production values on this show is amazing. It looks beautiful, and a lot of times when you watch these zombie shows, they're all at night, and to see this environment in the daytime, I'm like, man, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their budget is, but this show looks incredible. The whole where they're looking out over some building and there's all the dead bodies out there, and then they start moving. Creepy as hell. Um, I do like the opening scene, this kind of interaction between Joel, Ellie, and I guess we're gonna call her Tess at the moment. Um, it's this there's still this conflict that I like going on. My only problem is that we kind of know. I think as an audience, we know. I think we're ahead of the story at the moment.
Yes.
We kind of know what Ellie's purpose is, and we know eventually, it's like will they, won't they? There's a point where we know that they're gonna become true allies to each other. And so I like the progression of it. Now my question is, when is the story going to catch up with me story wise?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I think what a lot of people are saying. I mean, it's like you can see where it's going. Like they don't like each other. She's this kid
Hmm.
who's, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna bond. They're gonna bond. They set it up with the loss of his daughter in the first episode. It's like, of course, he's going to bond with a young girl who was around his daughter's age when she tragically died. So, um, yeah.
Yeah. and,
But
and so it's kind of like, what is the adventure to get us there? And are we is it going to be feel labored along the way, or how exciting? And I think this was a good step forward. Again, I with this show I have to go episode by episode, and episode 2 is definitely going to get me to episode 3.
Well, no, yeah, based on what I've seen so far, I'm in for the season, and I'm going to continue to play the game. I'm pretty sure I'll finish the game, before the season is done. But I just like like you were saying, the production design. They go into this library, and it's just, I mean, there's so many things about the show. Like they spent a
Yeah.
lot of money on the show, not just digital enhancement, right? The city's digital, but wow, like I really like where this is going. It's different. At first I thought, oh God, I don't want to watch this. It's just going to be like The Walking Dead. But I feel like these shows, they need an end. There is one story being told.
Mhm.
This is not going to go 8 seasons, right? There's
Yeah.
one story being told. It's the relationship between Joel and Ellie and how that plays out, and what Joel's decisions along the way, how they're obviously going to encounter other characters, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it.